Bismillah, alhamdulillah, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad and wa ala alihi wa sallam. So we'll just do only a few hadith inshallah, about 2 hadith from the same chapter, Kitab al-Mansurat wal-Mulah, the chapter of miscellaneous and scattered topics. So the last hadith we dealt with was speaking about the mountains of gold that would emerge in Iraq, and the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised us not to take anything from those mountains of gold. So let's go on and let's continue from this topic inshallah. وعن أبي موسى الأشعري رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لا يأتين على الناس زمان يطوف رجل فيه بصدقة من الذهب فلا يجد أحدا يأخذها منه ويرى رجل الواحد يتبعه 40 امرأة Abu Musa al-Ash'ari رضي الله عنه says that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam says a time would come upon human beings, upon mankind, a man would make tawaf, meaning a man would walk around, and man would search for, a man would hunt with his sadaqah, with his zakat in his hand. It would be zakat of gold, and he would not be able to find anyone to give that zakat to. So here Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying that a time would come on the face of the earth that wealth would be plentiful and people would have zakat to give out, but they would not be able to find anyone to receive that zakat. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would make mankind, would make most of the people wealthy. And then Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam also says a time would come that for each one man you would have 40 women following him. Min kilati rijal wa katratun nisa. And this is because of the great number of women and the scarcity of men. So in times of war you would see this. So we're not speaking that one man would have like 40 wives or anything. It doesn't mean that. It means one man would have to be able to take care of 40 women of his family. So his wife would be there, his children would be there, daughters. A man would have to take care of his sisters. A man would have to take care of his aunts. So each man would have to take care of 40 women because of kilatu rijal, the scarcity of men. And when a men scarce, men are usually scarce during wartime, because in war men are the people who make up the armies. And when armies are destroyed, then men are destroyed. So this hadith is also giving us a hint to the conditions of the time, inshallah ta'ala, where we would find, where there would be so many wars, men would be scarce. That's one of the signs. And another sign from the same hadith is that wealth will be plentiful and the poor people will also be scarce. Abu Hurairah also says that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ishtara rajulun min rajulin iqaran. A man bought a piece of land from another man. فوجد الذي اشترى العقار في عقاره جورة فيها ذهب. And the buyer, after some time or very soon after, he found a purse with gold inside of his land. So the buyer goes to the seller and takes the bag of gold, the purse of gold, and says, "Khudh dhahabaka, take your gold. Because innama ashtaraytu minka al-arud, I only bought the land from you. Wala ashtaraytu dhahaba, I didn't buy the gold." The seller says to the buyer, "Innama bi'tuka al-arud wa ma fiha, I sold you the land and whatever was contained in the land. So I sold you the land, whatever was contained in the land. So I don't want the gold." So they go to a third man, and they go to a third man to make a hukum and make a decision in this matter. Now, keep in mind, this is not a man returning for his gold that he left in a land. These people are arguing which one of them does not want the gold. Both of them don't want it, and which one of them is going to keep it, which one of them must hand it over to the other one. So in a usual situation, people are fighting to own gold. In this situation, they are fighting to return the gold. They don't want to own it. That's something strange. It goes to show you the condition of the people at that time. You know, mashallah, both of these ahadith remind me about the time when the Ottoman rulers were actually taking care of the Muslim world during the prime era of their rule. People would search for people to give sadaqah and zakat to, and they wouldn't find anyone. So they would eventually hang their sadaqah, their zakat, on trees with a letter that, "Oh brother, I searched for you, and if you find this, then this is yours." So that even happened during the Ottoman rule. And something like this also, I would believe, would happen during the time of Sahaba, or even the time of the Ottoman rule, you know. So let's continue. So they go to a third man to make a hukum, a decision. فَقَالَ الَّذِي تَحَاكَمَ إِلَيْهِ. So the hakim, or the judge, the mediator, he says, "Alakuma walad, do both of you have children?" So one of them says, "Li gulamun, I have a boy." The other one says, "Li jariyatun, I have a girl." So the hakim says, "Get the boy married to the girl and take the gold and spend it upon them." So get the boy married to the girl and use the gold to spend in their marriage. So why is Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam saying this? He's actually mentioning to us the character of people. So this could happen closer to the day of Qiyamah, and most likely probably this would have happened already in the past when the Muslims were ruling certain areas, and there was no greed, and there was ease and peace amongst people, and it was so easy to solve a problem. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is showing us here that people would have so much wealth that they would refuse to even take wealth from others freely. They would have so much that they wouldn't want to even take wealth freely. They would rather have less, or they would be content with what they already have. And then he's also showing us it is so easy to solve a problem. And in such a time, it will be so easy to solve a problem, inshallah ta'ala. So we stop here today, inshallah, with this hadith. So may Allah ta'ala grant us the ability to understand what was said here, inshallah. And we can see that most of the hadith concerning Dajjal, we have already completed it. These other hadith would speak about some different ashrat and conditions of the day of Qiyamah, or close to the day of Qiyamah. These hadith would speak about different scattered topics, inshallah. The next few hadith that we'll be speaking about, inshallah. So may Allah grant us the ability to understand it and to practice on it and to take this word to those who are so unfortunate not to be, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.